When I think back in the 15 years, if somebody was to say to me, what are some of the most significant things you've done at Regent? My answer would be holding chai and chocolates. I was trying to figure out, are there ways that I can create situations to change some of the ways that people understand power, leadership, and community, and to think more in a kingdom way. Eating and talking are just part of what it means to be human and part of what it means to be communal. Chai and chocolate was very simple. We would invite all the new students to come into my office, 4, 5, or 6 at a time. We'd sit around my table. I'd serve them chai and chocolate. And I would ask them to tell me 3 things: where they're from, how God got them to the chair they're in right now, and what's hit you about Regent since you've come. These are amazing stories. This little building in this pretty small city in a relatively small country, how on earth did these people get here? And sometimes it's very circuitous route or indirect route, or people have made massive detours from all these different places. So just the sheer diversity I have found incredibly invigorating. Early on in their experience at Regent, they hear a number of us talking about our own frailty, our own brokenness, our own battle with depression, whatever it might be. And they feel like, oh, I'm home. I don't have to be perfect to be here. It's not a hero culture. The ticket in is mercy. It's not perfection. Regent, I think, has done a superb job in 45 years of cultivating that. We're all in this together. God is at work in the world. So when we say Regent College cultivates intelligent, vigorous commitment to Jesus Christ, His church, and His world, the verb in that is really important. So the cultivation image, the agricultural image, presupposes God is at work. We're tilling the soil and something bigger is going on. There needs to be Christians who are prepared to stand in the world with competence in their profession, competence in their call and their education and their training, to function well as Christians there, to participate with God in what He's doing. I remember one of the first grads I met, he unpacked for me how his Regent experience had impacted his life. He was a car dealer, and he talked to me about how he talks to his staff in the car dealership and how he frames his car dealership in a Christian way of understanding, even though it's a secular enterprise. It really showed me that he was connecting his work at Regent with the whole business of selling cars. The world needs to be impacted for good and for God in the church, in the marketplace, and in the academy. And what Regent's attempting to do is to influence the people who come to us so they can go into those 3 spheres and be an influence and have impact on the world. Whatever I've contributed over the last 15 years, I feel like the proportion is greater in terms of what I've received. If you said which realm has had the most impact on you spiritually, I would say categorically fundraising. My illusion is that if there's a problem, I can throw work at it and make it happen. So when it comes to fundraising, I know, even though I find it really painful, I can do all I can, and I cannot guarantee that this money's going to come in. So what we need, it seems to me, is people who get the community, the mission, the ethos, the significance of theological education at Regent. And they see that as part of God's kingdom, and they want to express gratitude to God. So I would argue every dollar that comes to Regent is first and foremost worship.